Listen, guys, if there's one thing I know how to do, it's stand up for myself. So, the number one mistake people make, because I'm going to be telling you guys how to stand up for yourself the right way, because there is a wrong way, quote unquote, wrong way. And I'll explain that. But one thing I know how to do is stand up for myself in any given situation. So, I'm going to be telling you guys the number one mistake people make typically. The number one mistake people make is they raise their voice. You see, guys, whether it's you feel disrespected in front of family, in front of friends, in front of your coworkers, the one common denominator is when people usually disrespect you, they're joking about it. Or they say it in a manner where if you respond, even if it's disrespectful, you look bad. Or so you thought. But what if I told you that you can respond, and the better response is by not raising your voice? Take for instance, someone looks at you and they say, damn man, like you're hanging out with 5 girls right now or something like that. One of your friends comes along and says, damn man, that fit is trash. You look like a bum. Why you always dressed like that? Guys, I'm not having that. So what do? You look at them in the eyes and you say, listen man, you gotta chill out. Don't disrespect me like that. Straight face. Because you know what another mistake is? A lot of guys will feel disrespected and still have the nerve to crack a smile. Have a nerve to do that fake laughter. Nah, we authentic over here. If you feel like you got disrespected, you gotta let the motherfucker who disrespected you know that. How do you expect to get respect if the person who disrespected you thinks you're okay with it, thinks they can push you around? We don't play that. See, we're high value men, we're Renaissance men. So if we feel disrespected, we look at the person who disrespected us and we just simply say something along the lines of, hey listen man, don't you ever disrespect me like that. Because when you look someone in the eyes and you say that calmly, people get caught off guard. You understand that? Because they're not expecting such a blunt approach. Most people respond pretty passively. Pretty passively. When you go get your hair cut, the cut be trash, but you still pay them and walk out. That's how people respond when you disrespect them. They got this built up anger inside of them, but they just push it to the side and crack that little smile. Nah, man. Because you got to understand, you're dying a very slow, painful death. Because that's going to happen to you multiple times. You're not going to stand up for yourself. And then what happens is you go home, talk to yourself, and come up with all the responses that you didn't say in the moment. You didn't say it in the moment. Because you didn't have the courage. You didn't have the balls to. So, listen. A coward dies 1,000 deaths. A man dies 1. So if it scares you guys to look someone in the eyes and say, don't disrespect me, then you guys have to break out of that. There's no other way. We're not going to let blatant disrespect go unaccounted for. If you guys value yourselves, if you respect yourself, then guess what? You're not going to let others disrespect you. I always say, fuck the respect, but you're not going to disrespect me. See what I'm saying? So guys, that's another thing. Now, I have notes. I gotta definitely check my notes, make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh man, this is a big one, guys. Like, the thing is, when people get disrespected, this goes back to the people raise their voice, right? But you gotta understand, you're signaling to the person who disrespected you that they got you. Like, ooh, I got this motherfucker. Like, you're not scared. People think you scare people when you get loud. Like, you're intimidating them. No, you're not. You're becoming emotional, especially if you're a man. You gotta understand, you just lost your greatest strength. Your stoicism. The fact you're unmovable. You lost that. Because once you become moved, people see that. That's that chink in your armor. How the hell you expect people to respect you when you get mad and you raise your voice like Tweety Bird? Your voice becomes so high pitched You think people scared of that? I don't care how red in the face you get. No one's going to respect that. It doesn't matter if you're 6'5", 6'6". You got to understand, at the end of the day, they now know you're emotional. They now know things can rattle you. You know what's scary? When you say something to somebody you expected to be disrespectful, or you expected to get a reaction out of them, and they look at you in the face and say, man, don't play me. Stop doing that shit. Just like that, in that tone. Don't raise their voice, nothing. Because you have to understand, in life, it is about checks and balances. It's not fair, but listen, guys. If people feel like they can disrespect you, they will. It's just going to happen like that. So should they have disrespected you to begin with? Probably not. But we have to deal with the cards we're dealt. Stop. If this scares you guys, let me tell you this. Why are we caring about their feelings if they're the motherfucker who disrespected us in the first place? If you disrespect me and I look you in the eyes and I say, don't play me like that, cut that shit. The funny thing is, they usually have a tendency to look at you, because they're so shocked, like I said, you caught them off guard. They're going to look at you and be like, hey man, I was just playing. You made them uncomfortable, and that's good. That's perfect. That's how you know you got the job done. Because at the end of the day, let them be uncomfortable. That's the sacrifice that they put on themselves. They disrespected you. So why are we caring about their feelings? You see what I'm saying? So they're going to have to be uncomfortable. That's what it takes sometimes if you want that utmost, if you want that respect to where people aren't going to just try you. Like, I don't walk into work and people just try me, guys. It's because of how I carry myself. I'm not out there running around talking about, yeah, I'm so tough. And nah, man. You just don't respond to the little bullshit, and people know after a while, look, I'm not testing this dude. Like, what am I getting out of it? But if you're known as the dude, you do a little emotional reaction, even if it's a little bit, like someone make fun of your shoes and you're like, even if it's not a big response, but you look like, I thought my shoes were pretty good, but you look a little rattled, you a little shook. They're going to keep trying you. People only try people that they feel like they can get away with. Shit, my fault, guys. My alarm, shit. It's like 5:30 in the morning, so that's what that was. But anyway, guys, we're not letting people try us. It's 2020. We're high-value men. We're Renaissance men. It's your boy Dipsey. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you guys have any questions, any DMs, video ideas, DM me on Instagram, Dipsey_1. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Share this with a friend you feel like is too passive. Or it could be yourself, it could be your family members, doesn't matter. Share it with someone who you feel like needs this message, needs to stand up for themselves and become a better person and not just take bullshit from people. You know those people who are nice people, but you can be nice, guys, but at the end of the day, you gotta stand up for yourself. It's a prerequisite in this world we live in, and that's just it, guys. It's your boy Dipsey. Hope you enjoyed the video. Peace out.